And she's like, there's two people in our bed.
Yeah. This was I feel like in the nighttime. Watch what she do when the light shine. Drunk niggas
try. I know it's been a minute since I did like a sit down type thing. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, the new segment that I've started is finally up there. But yeah, I realized when I was looking through like my old YouTube videos that I never told y'all what happened that day before my cousin's wedding. And I'll insert the clip of what I'm talking about right here. So I never told y'all what happened, and I said it in that clip like, oh, I'll just probably do a story time of what happened, but I just completely forgot. So I wanted to do that now. So just to give a little backstory, it was my cousin's wedding. I was one of the bridesmaids in his wedding. So we were all at a hotel together because the next morning we were supposed to leave the hotel around like 7 or 8 o'clock to make it in time to get our makeup and hair done before the wedding. So we went to the hotel. It was probably like pretty late in the night because earlier that day we had rehearsal dinner, and then also we had like just like a family get together. So like the groom's family had a get together and the bride's family had a get together at their own respective homes. So at this time it was probably like 10:30, 11, and we were at the hotel. We were checking in. So it was me, my cousin, my uncle, my aunt, and then my other aunt that came from Nigeria. So the way that like the rooms that we were checking into, it was like the room for my aunt and my uncle, and then the other room, it was originally supposed to be just my cousin and my other aunt, but when I was at my other aunt's house when they were doing the family get together, it just made more sense for me to go with them, so that way my mom didn't have to like drop me off at the hotel when I could have already been there and we could just left. So we checked in, we were waiting for a while, finally got our keys, we were going up to the room, and it was just like check-in took about like 15-20 minutes because I don't know if the person was like a new worker or what was going on, but it took a while for them to give us our keys. So while we were waiting downstairs, my cousin and his wife, excuse me, they had came downstairs and they had saw like we were waiting. So not too long after they came downstairs, that's when we finally got our hotel keys. So we were making our way upstairs to our floor. At first we were having like a hard time finding like our room, and like my cousin and his wife, they went to their respective rooms, and then it was just the rest of us looking for our hotel room. So we finally found our hotel room, and my aunt and my uncle were at theirs, but for some reason like the key was not working. Like it was odd, like they would put it in and show the green light, but the door wouldn't open. So then we're looking like, what's going on? What's the issue? So then they turn the knob, like, okay, what is it, like jammed or something? Then they start like moving around, and they're like, nah, what is going on? Like it's still not working. So now it was the room that my aunt from out of town, my cousin, and myself would be in, where it was like a couple doors down. So while they were like struggling to get inside their room, we went to go and look for our room. So we went to our room, and I was still like standing like in the middle. I don't really know, like their room was over here, and then our room was a little bit down there, but like on the opposite side. And I was just standing in the hallway because I'm like looking at them, because I'm like, why is their room, like why are they not able to get in their room? So I'm standing in the middle of the hallway just kind of looking at them, and then my other aunt and my cousin, they're looking for our room. They get to, my aunt and my cousin get into our room, and they put the key in, unlock the door, and my cousin goes in first. So my cousin goes in first, and then like 2 minutes later, you kind of hear my cousin like shriek, and she's like, what is going? And then we all look like, what's going on over there? And my cousin walks out like laughing, but she laughs about everything. And we're looking like, what happened? And she's like, there's 2 people in our bed.
Ah, what the fuck?
And we're looking like, what? She was like, there's 2 people in our bed. They were in our bed watching TV, and I don't know what's going on. So then my other aunt that didn't walk in with my cousin, she laughing. She's like, yeah, that's why I want you to go in, because you never know what's going on in these hotels. So my cousin's like, she walked in and like she noticed there was like the TV was on, but she didn't think nothing of it. Like she just thought like, oh, maybe like the previous people that were in the room never turned it off, and like the person that cleaned up also didn't like turn it off. So she didn't think nothing of it. And then the way that the room was also set up too, it's like you walk in, the bathroom's right here, and then like the bed area is over here, and then the TV's over here. So she didn't like think nothing of it. She walks in further and she sees like a couple in the bed, and we're looking like, rise and shine, what are these people doing in our bed? So we walk out. Well, she walks out of, that's when we saw her in the hallway, like after she shrieked. And my aunt and uncle go downstairs and tell them like what happened, like how they're not able to get in their room, and there was a couple in our room. So they had like, I don't know if they called him the conductor or what was going on, but he was basically the person in charge of like maintenance stuff. So he took the key, he tried to get inside my aunt's and uncle's room. It still wasn't working. They're like, okay, there's probably someone in that room. And we're looking like, how is this happening? Why is there people in these rooms that y'all gave us? So then we told them that there's definitely someone in that room, because we saw, like we walked in and there was someone in the room. Excuse me. And then he's like, okay, let's get y'all a different room. So, we go and get new keys. My aunt and my uncle go and try their key, and they're like, they still can't get into this room that they were assigned. Turns out someone was in that room too. We get inside our room. We finally get inside our room. It's probably like 11, close to 12 o'clock, and we have to be up and ready to go by 7. Or 7 or 6. It might be 6. I think it's 6 o'clock. So we're all like super tired because it's the big day tomorrow. The maintenance guy is like, their system is down, and they've been writing down like the rooms that have recently been booked. So that's why there was a mix-up with the rooms. That's why there was someone in that room, the couple that was in that bed. And then that's why we couldn't get inside the other room, because someone was in there. And then that's why my aunt and uncle couldn't get inside that other room that they were assigned. So then they gave us like access to their rewards club, and like for that we were able to go to like a separate place to get breakfast, and like it was just, I also had a clip of that in that vlog, so go watch that. But yeah, it was just like a place it's a private place where we could get like food there. But yeah, that was a time when someone was like in our hotel bed, and that was really crazy, because I'm glad I'm not the one that walked in there. I would have screamed like, what is this? But yeah, I just completely forgot to tell y'all that little short and sweet story time. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all have seen the new segment talk on how about I shake the room. So yeah, y'all stay safe and keep hair flipping on the haters. I got a scarf on, so but keep hair flipping on the haters.